Hello, this is the first update of LightWave in video format. It's a developer blog. I'm your host, Noah Petrides, and today I decided to make a video because we have audio. So I've been working on audio the last little while, basically the last day. The project moves pretty quickly when I actually focus on it. And as you can probably hear in the background, we have some original soundtrack LightWave produced and mixed by myself. And there will be other tracks to go along with the project as well. I'll be showing off one other track today. And also I have some sound effects for the menu and the player. So here in the menu, it's still in very bare bones looking to it. So we have our start here. You can see it's highlighted. And you can see my cursor here. I can actually control the menu with either a gamepad, my keyboard, or the mouse. If I'm using a gamepad and plugged in, I can play with that. So here's an example using the keyboard. So if I use the arrows to move up and down, or the WASD keys in this case, you can also hear the sound effects that are playing here. And when I select, say, options, different sound effect, and the menu changes, and you can see which button I have highlighted next. So I can return to the next menu. And the most important one, of course, putting in audio, is the audio menu. So this is the very basics of it. We have our music control, which will probably drown me out. We put it all the way up to max, which is why I currently have it a little bit on the lower side. And the sound effects as well, you can independently control that. You can probably hear the blooping in the background that gets quieter or louder depending on the sound effect volume. And so again, you can interact with this menu without having to use your mouse. So you should be able to use your gamepad as well. And I can in fact use the mouse and get a little bit more precise control on my volume mixer here. If I let's lower just a bit because we don't want to drown myself out. If I go back to the start menu here, we have our player select screen. I've showed this off in a brief GIF. We can support up to 4 players. Technically, we could support a lot more players, but we're just going to limit for the sake of complexity and also for eventual split screen. You can change your color here for your players, so whichever one you'd like. And then we can ready up and get into the game, get into level select here. With the level select, there's currently 3 levels, 2 of which look the same at the moment because the art is not finished. And then, of course, we have more levels there. So the tutorial level is just what I'll be going through to show you a little bit of how the game functions. The basics, since it's the first developer video blog. So if we load in here, there's a quick load screen just to get you ready, and then you can see some example. Because I'm using the keyboard here, it's showing me the keyboard controls. Now, of course, the text will eventually show gamepad controls if you're using a gamepad instead, but at the moment it's just static text, so that's an upcoming feature to work on. You can probably hear I have timed the walking audio with the frames that actually the character makes steps with, and I also have some jumping audio here as well. So jumping, and we'll get to the other features here in a bit. So I can do short jumps, which just is tapping the space bar, and I can make it up here. But if I hold the jump key, I can go higher. So that's sort of a classic platforming feature. Additionally, if I press the spacebar while in the air already, I can double jump. And the double jump has the same property. If you just tap it lightly, you'd only make a small jump. So if I just do 2 light taps, I'm not going to make it up here. But if I do longer taps, I will. And then finally, out of the basic controls, we have the slide. And the slide is also the dash. It's a dash on the ground, it's a slide, and a dash in the air is an air dash, like this. So our goal here in the tutorial is just to make it up to that platform. It's impossible for us to make it with our jumps from here. And dashing only moves us laterally, as you can see. So what we need to do is we need to do 2 big jumps here and a dash to get a little bit of extra speed. If we just do the 2 full jumps, we wouldn't get far enough. We have to slide under here, and then Some paths are going to be quicker in the game, and some paths are going to be, of course, slower. But there will also be more open levels where players can sort of create their own paths through. And then all you have to do is collide with the flag, and you're done. So obviously, this time was not my best time, but that level can be completed much faster. So let's give it a try. I'll probably beat my best time here. So using the dash is pretty important because it will boost you instantly. And then, of course, landing precisely is going to be also a key factor. So I get up here, dash. And every time I hit the ground or I slow down enough that I'm no longer dashing, my dash resets. So spamming the dash is an effective way to gain a lot of speed. So there you go, 20 seconds. And that level can definitely be beaten in under 20 seconds with a little bit of optimization. In terms of things to show off, that's pretty much it for today. I will be doing future updates with more things exciting. I didn't really call it out, but we can go back in. There is a different song, of course, for the actual in-game. A little bit more upbeat, trying to get you to go as fast as you can kind of thing. And yeah, hopefully there will be a lot more tracks upcoming with the game. And, you know, if things go well, maybe I will release an official OST or a soundtrack pack, or who knows. This is just early development. So I hope you enjoyed. That's all I have for you today. Please follow the development of LightWave on social media, the blog, Twitter, and follow my YouTube channel as well. Thanks for watching. Check you later.